Good morning, my loves. Happy Sunday. I did an interesting video earlier and posted it, and I want to know your thoughts. So it was a beautiful morning here at the lake. So I go lakeside, I go outside, and I did a video, and the purpose was to help people connect in here, to release all that negative crap that builds up in us. And it's just a very simple breathing exercise. If you haven't seen the video, it's like 2.5 minutes. It's worth it. Come on. And I want to know your thoughts. Do you want more videos like that? I can be coerced. For you, I would do anything. So let me know. Okay. On a little bit more serious topic. We are all in this together. However, we all have our own journey. You have to walk your own path, sweetheart. We are here to help each other, encourage each other, lift each other up. But baby, it's your path. You have to walk it. People can walk it with you, but it is your path. This really hit home for me when I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I've had it more than once. But when I was diagnosed the last time, it hit, and it hit hard. It was in, 2014? I want to say 2014. Yeah, it'll be 10 years cancer-free this year in June. So I was in the middle of a divorce and had my annual physical and went. And my gynecologist is a good friend of mine. He said, you got to go get the MAMs done. I keep putting it off every year. Fine. He walked me over. Had the mammograms done. Good thing I did. I had breast cancer. Now, I have to take responsibility. Had I been responsible, had my MAMs done a year before, 2 years before, I may not have had the same outcome. So you have to take responsibility for your own actions, inactions, attitudes, behaviors, and the consequences. And my procrastination bit me in the boobs because I ended up having a double mastectomy. Now, when I was diagnosed, it hit hard. I mean, it was a blow because I've been through it before, and it's like, crap. Okay, fine. Going through it again. Got this. A friend of mine, a coworker, suggested I go for a second opinion, and I did. Glad I did. They had me on the wrong chemo. It happens. So now it went from one breast to both breasts and multiple sites, and this is just so not good. And the doctor sat me down and said, the girls have got to go. You really need to have a double mastectomy now. And I had every excuse, I'm too busy, I can't take time from work. Yeah, well, you're going to make time because you're either going to make time for the surgery and for treatment, or you're going to make time to die. So you got two choices. Okay, she didn't play fair, but she's good. Okay. Went to my car, called one of my best friends, who happens to have cancer as well. And I cried. I felt defeated. I've been on the chemo. Okay, fine. Losing my hair, sick as a dog. Okay, fine. But now I felt defeated. I felt it didn't work. And I was boo-hooing. And then I saw a family walk out at the cancer center. And I had talked to them when I was waiting. And I'd seen her a couple of times before. You got to get to know people a little bit. And she had very aggressive breast cancer. And she knew it was back. She knew. And it was going to be in game for her if it was back, and she wasn't going to do anything. She was just going to let it go. I understand that. I work with a lot of cancer patients and their families now. I totally get that. I am never judging anybody for how they handle their cancer diagnosis. It's your path. You have to walk it. People can advise you. They can walk it with you. But honey, it's your path. And I saw them walking out, and they were all crying. She was crying, her husband was crying, and her little girl, who was, I want to say 7 or 8 years old, was crying. I knew what they were told. And then I really started crying, and I told Gary, the friend I was talking to, I said, okay, this is it. I have got to get my shit together. I have to come out of this strong because I have to help people. Sorry, I get a little emotional about this. It hits home. I've lost a lot of people to cancer. I've got to get my shit together, and I have to come out of this strong because I have to help these people somehow, some way. I have to do something. I have to help. And that's all it took. Yeah, that's it. That's when I decided I'm going to use the gifts that God gave me, the Reiki and healing touch that I've been doing since I was a little girl. Okay, I'm going to do that to help cancer patients. And I did. And that's when I also started doing the counseling. I had already in 2007 got my certification in family development, and I was a nurse, so I had the basics already. This was before life coaching was a thing. And that's how it started. We are all on our own path. It's your journey. Nobody should judge you for how you walk your journey. It's yours to walk. They can advise you. They can hold your hand. They can walk with you, but baby, it's yours. Do not let people criticize you and judge you for how you walk your path. It's yours to walk, not theirs. But I want you to keep in mind how you walk it, what you do on your path. You have to own that. You have to accept responsibility for your actions, inactions, attitudes, behaviors, and the consequences. You have to accept responsibility for what you do, for what you don't do, what you should have done, didn't do. Your attitude when you did it, how you speak to yourself, how you speak to others, and the consequences that come from all of this. Own it. You have to own it. But don't give up. The path can be really hard. Trust me, mine has been very difficult my entire life. But I don't give up. And I haven't failed. Because the only time you fail is when you fail to try. And the only person that you're going to fail is yourself. Think about it. Make wise decisions. Think before you do things. Think before you say things. Think about how your actions are going to affect people that you love, people that love you, how they're going to affect your future later today, next week, in a month, in a year, in 5 years. Think about it. Because there's a ripple effect. And you may not realize it in the moment, but there is. You don't want your actions and behaviors and attitude to hurt others. Because in the long run, that's going to hurt you. But own your path. Own your journey. You can have the bear can have you. You can have, in my case, I had cancer, or cancer could have had me. I am too damn stubborn to give in to cancer. I am too damn stubborn to give in to a lot of things. You should be too. Keep trying. Sometimes it's hour by hour. Just hang in there. Day by day. Week by week. I want you to hang in there. And I want you to use your journey, your story, to enlighten others. Share your story of how you made it. Inspire people, lift them up, encourage them. That's why we're put on this earth. We all have our own journey. Let's share the stories. Lift each other up, encourage each other, and never give up.